Hi everyone, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So today I am going to be expanding on one of my current collections. This collection has been really fun. I have really enjoyed collecting for this group the way I have been collecting for them. And I was just sitting down reflecting on my current collections and thinking about the goals that I have. And when I thought about this group, I realized that I was pretty much almost completely done with this group's collection that I have. And I really enjoyed this group. This group is one of my alt groups, and I really wanted to the idea of expanding this collection really excites me, and I already had so much fun with the current way I was collecting for them, so I really wanted to see and try out this expansion. So enough mystery. The group that I'm talking about is Treasure, and as I said before, I currently already collect for Treasure 3 members. I collect Jihoon, Mashiho, and Asahi, and I've really enjoyed collecting for them. I am pretty much complete with all of their album photo cards from the chapter 1 to the Treasure Effect. I think between the 3 members, I have like 4 cards that I'm missing for them altogether. And so I'm really pretty much done, and I'm so happy with that. It has been so much fun collecting these cards for them. I really enjoyed the process of like looking for them and trading and purchasing, and it's just been a really fun collection. So I really wanted to expand that and expand to 3 more members. Yes, so I want to collect 3 more members of Treasure. I don't know if that's, I mean, for me, like, I feel like the idea of that doesn't make me sad. I really want to do it. Like, the idea of doing that really brings like this kind of like serotonin boost in my spirit. So I kind of really want to do it, and I'm gonna take it as slow as I need to take it. But I'm really looking forward to doing this. And so the 3 members that I want to collect are, or the 3 additional members that I want to collect are Yoshi, Jaehyuk, and Jungwoo. So I am really excited. It doesn't really change how I organize my binder too much, because I'm still going to have the 3 member pages, but with the 3 additional members, they'll just have their own 3 member page. So Jihoon, Mashiho, and Asahi will still stay with where they are, and then I'll just have the next 3 behind them, and so on and so forth. So I have a bunch of fillers and paper here to fill in for placeholders. I'm really excited to put these in and get started with this collection. I do have a couple of their cards already, just from pulls that I pulled from the albums previously. So we are off to a somewhat of a start, but I'm really excited to get started with this. Especially because I think they're going to have a comeback sometime this year, I believe. So that's also really exciting. But I'm not going to rush myself in terms of like completing, these new 3 members before their next comeback. Of course, if that happens, that's wonderful. But if I don't do that, I'm not going to beat myself up, because this is supposed to be a fun thing for me, and it has been fun. I can honestly say that collecting for Treasure has been really fun. I don't know, I just feel really good about it. And because I'm doing this, that means that there are some other collections. Like I said, I have been doing some reflecting, and so there are some other collections that I currently have that I will not be probably continuing on with. Just because for me, the important thing about collecting for me is that I enjoy it and that it's fun. If I don't have fun looking for your cards, or if I don't find myself, on the lookout for a certain group's cards, I don't think it's necessary for me to keep on continuing collecting for them. However, I do believe that collecting for a group does not mean that you, or not collecting for a group does not mean that you don't like that group. There could be multiple reasons as to why you don't collect for a group. For me, the key factors are your cards easy to find? Are your cards, are the prices for your cards reasonable? And I think for me, most definitely are the cards easy to find. And when I say easy to find, I mean, I know you're going to have some cards that you have to look a little bit harder for, but if every single card of that group or that member of that group is unattainable, then I can't, what's the point? For me, what's the point of having that collection? And, you know, you can support a group without having to collect for them, and you can support them in other ways. Well, enough of that tangent. I'm going to go ahead and start putting these cards away. So we will go ahead and get started. So like I have for Jihoon, Mashiho, and Asahi already, I have chapter 1 white cards on one page, and then I have chapter 1 black cards on another page. So I'll do the same thing for Yoshi, Jaehyuk, and Jungwoo. So if I can reach, let me scoot up a little bit. Okay. Hold on. Alrighty, so we're just gonna put these in. Okay, I'm ordering them by age order in terms of these three. So like on the first page I have I have Jihoon, Mashiho, and Asahi in age order, and then I'll just do Yoshi, Jaehyuk, and Jungwoo in the same fashion. Like so. Alright, so there is that. So then we move on to chapter 1 black. So this is for these three, and then I'll do my next three. So I think right now, and I'm just talking, so I think right now, like my current like goals and my current for collecting, definitely like focusing on my higher priority / alt groups, and really thinking about the groups that I don't really collect for. Really focusing more on my groups that I really want to focus on those collections. So that would be BTS, Treasure, Golden Child, Luna, and Day 6. So I do have this chapter 1 black selfie card for Jungwoo. So I'm going to put that in this spot here. So we already have that card. And then I'm going to put this filler and like for Victon, I had goals initially for collecting for them, but it hasn't really been, especially for who I want to collect for. So like my biases in Victon are Chan, Subin, and Sungu, and it has been okay in terms of the ease of collecting for them. Sungu especially is especially harder. You don't really see his cards a lot, like his older album PCs. Um, so I think like for me, I think I've realized that like being a completionist in terms of collecting is not necessary. You don't have to have a complete collection for your collection to be valid. So, because for example, for Yoongi, like I collect Yoongi and I collect him pretty heavily, and I already know for a fact that I will never have a complete Yoongi collection. And when I say that, I mean there are some cards of his that I don't even see anymore, like his Kayonenka card, or I'm talking, I'm not even doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Sorry. So I will never like his Kayonenka card, and like some of his, what do you call them? The fan club, what do you call them? The fan club pre-order benefits or something, or like, and even like those Japan, those sparkly cards. Like there are some things I will never, not that I'll never have, but I don't have the desire to get them right now because I don't want to spend over $200 on a photo card. Like I just don't want to do that right now. I feel like even if you can do something, should you do something is the better question. And everybody is different. Some people have the means to just do that and not think about the consequences, but I have to think about, you know, I'm an adult, I have bills to pay, this is a hobby, it's not my job, and I have to make it so that even if it has to be fun for me, and collecting for Yoongi the way I have been collecting for him has been really fun, and so I'm going to just keep up that momentum and not feel the need to be pressured by other collectors or what they have, because there are some collectors, even Yoongi collectors, that have some things and I'm like, wow, I don't even know where I would even find that, and it's okay. One day, you know, who knows, but for now, like, I'm just kind of happy with where I am right now. I'm really proud of my Yoongi collection. I'm really proud of how far it's gotten in the time frame that it's been that I've been collecting for him. Hasn't been that long, only like I would say since maybe October or November of last year, that I've been collecting, seriously collecting. So yeah, so I think my goal is just to focus really on, so like for Victon, I know I'm going kind of all over the place right now, but for Victon, like I feel like I'm just gonna, instead of focusing on getting every single card for Sungwoo, Chan, and Subin, just getting the cards that I can get, and then just being happy with that is okay with me, especially right now. And I just have to just I had to really just regroup and refocus on what's really important in terms of collecting for me, and what I'm gonna be happy with. Because like I said, this is supposed to make me happy, and doing this does, like, it brings me peace. It's very relaxing to me doing, you know, even putting things in, putting photo cards or putting these fillers in this binder. It's really relaxing. So yeah. And then I do have this Yoshi Chapter 3 concept card. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Let me make sure. Yeah, you can see. Yeah. So I have this Yoshi Chapter 3 concept card. I'll put him in. What else can I say? So I guess I can talk about my other groups and like maybe my biases. I can talk about that. So like, of course, my bias in BTS is Yoongi. My bias in oh, I guess okay, I can talk about my bias and my bias records. So like, my bias in BTS is Yoongi. My bias records in BTS are Jin and Jimin. In Treasure, I guess Mashiho is my main bias. Mashiho and Asahi, I think, are tied for like my main bias. Then there's Jihoon, Yoshi, Jaehyuk, and Jungwoo. I love them all really, but I think that's like my bias line. If I had to, I guess, yeah, I have like my bias line in Treasure would be Mashiho, Asahi, Jihoon, Yoshi, Jaehyuk, and Jungwoo. And then in Luna, of course, my bias is Vivi. Biases are Vivi, Gowon, and Jinsol. In Golden Child, my bias is Sungyoon, and Jangjoon. And then my bias records are Ju-chan and Jibum. In Stray Kids, my bias is Jisung and Changbin and Jungin. And my bias in ATEEZ is Yoonho and... Do I have a record in ATEEZ? Yeah, Sungwa and Hongjoong. And I just I just really got into SHINee. And so my bias in SHINee is Jinki or Onu. And let me see what other groups. In P1 Harmony, my biases are Seoul, Intact, and Jiyoung. And in Hypen, my bias is Sungwoon. And I also like Jungwon and Jake. What other groups? In Cherry Bullet, my bias is G1. Are there any other girl groups? Oh yeah, Weekly. My bias in Weekly are Jihan and Monday. My bias in Twice is Jihyo. Trying to think off the top of my head of what other groups. I feel like I'm missing a couple. What other groups? Golden Child. I said Golden Child already. Oh, this is Yoshi's Chapter 2 first press card. I already had that one. And then, okay, well, yeah, Day 6. My bias in Day 6 is Young K. I think my record would probably be J. I don't know who my bias is in TXT. I feel like it's Taehyun or Subin. I feel like that's who it is. I really don't know. I also don't know who my bias is in Gravity. I feel like it's Minhee or Hyungjun. Yeah. I still need to get to know Gravity a little bit better. I have been watching Kingdom, the new, which one? The Legendary War Kingdom, and I really enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's on Rakuten, Rakuten Viki. Viki, is that how you pronounce it? It's like an app. It's also a website too, but I would really recommend. That show is really interesting. It's like a competition between 6 groups: ATEEZ, Stray Kids, Icon, SF9, The Boys, and B2B. I already, of course, knew ATEEZ. I already, of course, knew ATEEZ and Stray Kids, and I had heard of SF9, The Boys, and Icon, but I hadn't heard of B2B before, and I really just enjoyed the whole. Oh no, what am I doing? So this blank page. So like I said, this is my page of like random K-Town for You cards for Asahi, Mashiho, and Jihoon. So of course, Yoshi, Jaehyuk, and Jungwoo will have their own random assortment once I figure out what cards that'll be. And then we'll move on to Treasure Effect. So these are that page for my first 3, and so for my next 3. So yeah, like I was saying, so I really enjoyed Kingdom. It's been really interesting, just the performances and seeing all the groups perform their songs. I do want to get into those additional groups that I didn't really know before, like SF9 and The Boys, after watching this show. So yeah, that'll be really fun. Yep. My next Neokyo haul, or hauls, like, and I have like some trades coming in, are really going to put the biggest, if not the dent in my Jihoon, Mashiho, and Asahi collection. And so, like I said, now that I'm pretty much complete with them, excluding like 2 or like 4 cards at the most, I am looking forward to, you know, putting some dents into Yoshi, Jaehyuk, and Jungwoo. And I'll do the selfies. Oh yeah, like these little slips of paper are like papers that I've used before to fill other things. I'm just reusing the other side, you know, saving paper, that kind of thing. So now we move on to, okay, yeah, so this is the point where we start getting into the 6-member layout pages. So this page is for the first press cards. So I do have Jihoon, and I have a filler for Yoshi there, and then I have Mashiho's, and I did actually already have Jaehyuk's too. I pulled Jaehyuk's, which is really exciting. So I have Jaehyuk's, and then I have Yoshi's, and then Jungwoo's will go there. So I'm going to just fill in these spots here. Really exciting. I need to put J-Hux in my sparkly paper, or what do you call it, sleeve. I will do that off camera. So yeah, so once I get Yoshi and Jungwoo, this page will be complete. Very cute, very nice. Now we have the baby photos. So I have Jihoon's, then there's the one for Yoshi. I have Mashio's, and I actually also pulled J-Huck's baby photo as well, which is really exciting. And he is off center. Let me fix him. So that is exciting. I can't wait to get Yoshi's. Yoshi's baby photo is literally the cutest thing I have ever seen. It looks just like him, first of all, but it is so cute with his hat. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but it is so cute. So I can't wait to get his. So there's that. And of course I have Asahi's already. And then the filler for Jungwoo. And there is that page. And then this page is going to be, it's still going to be the 3 member pages. And so I'm going to do, this is for the K-Town for You cards. So I have Jihoon's. And I have Mashi. And then I have Asahi. I might change my mind later and put these in age order as well. But for now, I'll just keep my 3 member, like how I had in the beginning. But I might change it up. We'll see how I feel once I get all of them. And I actually also have seen, maybe when I get them, 'cause I know the concepts are similar. So like each person has like a warm toned PC and a cooler toned one. So I might put all of those together. We'll see how I feel once I get all the cards. But there is that page. And then we'll do the next one. So Yoshi. Oops, that says K-Town 2. K-Town 1. Oh, another group, 1S. My bias, that was random, but my bias in 1S is Wonwoong and Xion. And I'm trying to think, are there any other groups? I feel like there are, I'm just like completely blanking out. And of course, my alt solo male artist bias is Kong Daniel. He is my alt in terms of solo male artists. Solo female artist would be Taeyeon. And I think that is it. And then these are just my extra cards with the other members. So yeah, that is pretty much the end of this video and for my setup for my new collection. So like I said, I am so looking forward to this collection and to going on this journey with 3 additional new members of Treasure. I can already tell for me it's going to be really fun, and I'm looking forward to finding the cards for them and putting those in my binder. Please stay tuned for my next videos. I have some videos that still have to edit, like my collective K-pop haul videos, and I also have some sorting videos that I still need to upload and edit as well. So please stay tuned for those. But I did want to just put this video out there as soon as I could, so I can go ahead and get started with this. So like I said, please stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. I really appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the likes and the comments. Please subscribe to my channel for more content, and I will see you next time. Bye.